Another cool feature we have coming in 7.9 is the ability to automatically invoice customers when your invoices are ready to go. Now, in practice, this means that we've now added a customer invoice generation job, which is designed to go through all of the customer invoices in your system, identify the invoices that are ready to be sent, and send them according to the billing method on the invoice. To show you how this works, I will first jump to our transportation profile page. Now, I want to mention that you have the ability to exclude customers from this automatic process. This checkbox that says auto send invoices, when true, will include that customer in our automated generation process. But when it's unchecked, the invoice process runs exactly as it does today. If it's true as it's checked here, the process runs as follows. I have a couple of invoices sitting here for my customer Denver Deli Meats. Now, these invoices are approved, but as you can see, they're not sent. There's no date sent in the date sent column, and the status is approved as opposed to invoiced. These two invoices are ready to go, however, with a billing method of email, so I'm going to initiate the job and send them out. In order to do so, I'm simply going to jump back to my home page, find my customer invoice generation job, and click Run Now. You'll get the success message that the job is initiated, and then you just have to sit back and watch as the job runs through your system, finds those approved invoices with the invoice date of today, remember that for later, and sends them out according to the billing method on the invoice. I'll jump back to my list view here, and now you can see there's a date sent in the date sent column, and the status is invoiced. Now, one thing I want to mention, I just alluded a second ago to the fact that the invoice date must be today. One of the cool features that Dave mentioned earlier is that you can decide when this job runs and also when the job applies to a certain customer. So back to the TP here, you can see that on my Revenova transportation profile, I have a customer invoice day set to Wednesday. So if I were to find a couple of Revenova loads, here's one for example, and if I were to jump into the FQA and say, I know this customer quote's ready to be invoiced, so I'm going to set the billing status to approve for billing and hit save, and that's going to go ahead and create that invoice. And what will happen is the system knows to pay attention to this customer invoice day. So instead of setting that invoice date to today, when I refresh my list, you can see I now have an invoice sitting there for that load for next Wednesday. This gives you the ability to invoice your customers according to their specifications. So the process is automatic, but also extremely flexible to meet your current needs. In addition, you have the ability to schedule the job according to how often you want those invoices to be sent out. Here on the TMS admin page under invoice processing, you have the ability to decide the first run of the day and how often. You can run it as often as an hour or as infrequently as 24 hours. In summary, there's a lot more opportunity to completely automate your invoicing process in our new Revenova 7.9 release.